Welcome everybody. This is Vibe Vault Fit. My name is Amy D. So wonderful to have you all here today for our free meditation practice. So if you are new to this format, we do a little stretching before and then we get into the more meditative part. So we'll start in a seated position. You guys are all ready to go. Right? So that's awesome. So just gently crossing at the legs. I love to do a little lift. And then really settling the sits bones down, feeling that easy length of the spine. Just take a moment, take a couple of breaths right here. Feel the easy rise and fall as you breathe in and out. And then you're ready. We'll just find a little stretch through our neck. So we'll take it over towards your left. Really nice stretch through the side neck. And that shoulder likes to sort of creep up, maybe encouraging it down. And let's just take the chin towards the shoulder and then feel that stretch draw to the back of the head as well. An option to maybe take a little shift up towards the top shoulder and then back down. Making sure that your core is braced. This is a pretty big movement for the cervical spine. And then we'll come up through center. Just find that easy lift of the heart, opening up the front of your throat. And then just tuck your chin towards your chest. Feel that stretch in the back of the neck. Let's do that again. Inhale, easy, reach up. And exhale, just draw the chin towards your chest. And we'll get nice and tall back through center, and we'll take it over towards the right. So the ear draws down along with the shoulder, finding a little more length through the left side. And then drawing the chin down if that felt okay on the other side. And when you're ready, you can find that flow. And maybe lingering on a side that feels better for you. Come through center, nice and slowly take a reach up. Energy out, up, then palms press down, really taking your time. Inhale, big reach up. And as you exhale, we'll find a T shape and take an easy twist over towards your left. Again, finding that length in your spine, feeling the roots of your sits bones, feeling really broad in the front of the chest as the shoulder blades draw in. And we're going to keep stretching out the neck, staying in the twist. Take your chin towards the front shoulder. And then rainbow it up and back, taking your time, really slow. Taking it towards the front shoulder. Reach it up and back, one more time through. And then we'll come through center, square it off. Left fingertips behind the head. Bend into your bottom elbow, really big stretch through your ribs. Up, finding that T shape, rolling out your wrists a little bit. And we'll find that in the other way. So maybe peeking back just a little bit more with your eyes. And notice if that twist gets a little bigger. And then keeping the twist, chin draws towards the front shoulder. And then option for that little rainbow back and up. Do that one more time. And as the chin pulls forward, square it off. Then right fingertips pull back. Really big bend in that bottom elbow. Use the leverage of your palm against the leg. And that elbow goes really high. Feel the ribs creating a little more space. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We'll come through center, nice and open. Let's interlace the palms at the low back. So just let the shoulder blades draw in. Option to stay here, or maybe take a little hinge. So the palms might reach up off the back body. You can take it or leave it. Full breath in. And a big breath out. We'll come on up and make our way onto our hands and knees. If you have any knee sensitivity, you can always roll up your mat or place a blanket. I don't go far without this guy. So we'll come into our tabletop position. Wrist, elbows, and shoulders find an easy alignment. So just let the knees track underneath your hips. Let's just find a cat-cow. So as the belly softens down, you slowly lift your heart. And then find that nice rounded back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, belly softens, heart lifts. And exhale, big rounding through your back, pressing into your palms. One more time through. And then we'll come up through center. We'll stretch the right leg long. So tuck your right toes under, really stretching out through the sole of the foot, the ankle, the Achilles. Now if you want to find a little pulse forward and back, get a little shoulder and hip movement as well. And then we'll come up through center. Just find that little lift of the right leg, and we're going to stretch it out in line with your right hip. So left palm's going to plant. Just inhale, reach your right arm up. So get this little spinal twist, rolling out the wrist if you choose. And then we'll come back through center. So right palm plants, left arm finds a T shape. So this is a little different twist. The open twist, you won't get so deep, but allow that left arm to reach up. Nice and rooted in the sole of the right foot. Take a deep breath in. Let's slide that right arm under. So threading the needle, left shoulder and left hip pulls towards the long edge of the mat. And noticing if this is drawing any attention to stress in the face or the shoulders, just find an easy relaxation there. And then right palm under your shoulder. Just find that little stretch open again. And then left palm down. Right leg goes long, we're going to step it through. Coming into a knee down lunge, really nice place for blocks. So the hips are going to draw down, but just trying to keep that nice stacking of knee and ankle. So you can find a nice lifted chest, or you can really use the blocks for more support. So you can stay here, or maybe stretch out the front leg. So finding a really nice stretch through the back of the right leg as well. So option to maybe flow it out 3 or 4 times. As you inhale, drop your hips, lift your heart. And slow exhale, straightening the front leg, maybe toes flex up. Take it or leave it. Inhale, drop your hips, little lift of the heart. And then exhale, find that nice stretch through the back leg. One more time through when you're ready. Up through center. Just take that right knee back, maybe swiveling the hips from side to side. And you can just move those blocks a little forward. We'll find that on the left side. Again, tucking left toes under, pressing your left heel back. And again, maybe pulses back and forward. And then give yourself a moment and a pause. Left heel lines up with your left hip. And then guiding that left foot open. So just pause here. Right palm down, left arm reaches high. Again, nice time to roll out the wrists. Again, shoulder blades draw in as your heart is really open here. One more reach up. And nice and slowly left palm down. So give yourself a beat here. Right arm finds a T shape. This might be as wide as you go, or little peel open through the right side. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, sliding right arm underneath the left, threading the needle. Your left arm can pull forward or maybe a half bind. And when you're ready, left palm underneath that shoulder again. Little slow twist up, and then right palm down, left leg goes long, and then we'll step it through. always the wonky side. I'm like, wow, that was much harder than it should have been. So again, give yourself a moment right here. You can go a little higher if you'd like, or stretch it down, right? The choice is yours. I encourage you to really notice what you need today. Let's find a breath in and out right here. And on your next inhale, feel that lift of your heart. And as you exhale, option to straighten, left toes flex up. 3 or 4 times. Take it when you're ready. So maybe one posture feels better for you, so there's always that option just to stay. Or find this little flow. And just one more time through. We'll come through center. You can move the blocks up top. Let's let the knees go really wide and press back to a child's pose. It can be nice to wiggle the hips and the shoulders from side to side. So options here. You can go from child's pose into a nice easy up dog. Or if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can go up to a down dog. Right? So these are all options. It's going to be different for everybody. And maybe ripple forward. So going from your child's pose or your down dog, not trying to be too confusing, but maybe you do a little bit of both. It's a really great way to stretch the front and the back body, whether you're in child's pose or down dog. So maybe 3 or 4 more flows. Back up towards our tabletop position, and we'll have a seat. Almost making our way down. So let's start with our legs really bent, and we're just going to hinge over. So if you can grab your feet, great. If not, you can also be right here. This is a really great stretch and release through the spine. You might also feel it a little bit in the hamstrings, but it's very different when your knees are this bent. Cycle of breath here. And then nice and slowly option to maybe straighten the legs a little bit. You can always place blocks under your knees as well. So one more little flow. Let's slow it out, guys. Inhale, take a reach up. Exhale, hinge up. Really dig your heels in. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, palms slide up the legs. Open wide. And exhale, finding your hinge. Move with your breath, really slow inhale. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale one more time. And then exhale. Let's stay here for a couple cycles of breath. Again, subtle movement or stillness here. Really notice and feel the breath as it moves through your back body. And then really slowly coming back up to that seated position, we'll make our way onto our backs. So you can take it slow, maybe tucking your chin, moving the microphone belt. Stretch it out, arms overhead. Wiggle out your wrists, your ankles. Let's pull the right leg in, let the left leg go long. Again, great time to roll out through the ankle. You can point and flex. You can stay here or stretch that leg nice and high up to the sky. A little deeper in the hamstring. To the knee. Now we'll bend the left knee, root the left foot, coming into a reclined figure 4. you'd like to find little swivels, find a T shape or a wide V shape with your arms and just let the knees travel from side to side, attempting to keep this figure 4 shape. And the next time the knees are over towards your left, maybe it just stays there for a couple cycles. So I like to really use the outer right ankle, finding a press against the left thigh. God bless you. Easy breath in and out. And then we'll come back through center. You can stretch the right leg high and really slowly release it down if you'd like. And then we'll pull the left thigh in. Again, any movement that feels right for you. When you're ready, you can stretch the leg high. I love a good point when my leg's extended like this because it's really hard to stretch the top of your foot. This is a really great way to do it. And then we'll bend the left knee. Bend the right knee, cross it over in our figure 4, if you want to find those little swivels. And making sure you're getting a lot of support in your arms. So it's really just the hips getting this nice stretch. And when it's right for you, you can allow that shape to stay over towards your right side. Maybe you peek left. Slowly we'll come back up through center. Let's stretch both legs high. Let's just stay here for maybe 5 or 6 cycles of breath. In our legs up the wall, great opportunity to maybe shut down the eyes. So many good things happening when our feet are above our heart. Cycles of breath. And really slowly you can pull your knees in. Any final movements you might need before making your way into your position that you will do your meditation in. If you want to throw a sweatshirt on or socks, I encourage you to do so. Taking your time. And if lying flat is not comfortable for you, you could take your feet as wide as the mat, maybe the knees knock in. Knowing there's always options to find movement. You don't have to be still like a statue, right? But wherever you are, let's all take a deep breath in together. Open your mouth and sigh it out. One more time, just like that. Big, full inhale breath. Big exhale, let it go. And welcome, everyone. As you continue to find a restful position, maybe shutting down your eyes or settling your focus might help. And let's start by simply scanning the body, trying to release any stuck energy or holdings you may be experiencing. Awareness draws to the face. Relax your brow line, your cheeks, and gently release your jaw. Feel the neck relax as the shoulders slide down and away. The chest, ribs, belly, and hips begin to gently loosen and release. as our attention rests here, can you notice the breath moving through this region? When we breathe, notice how the body responds, feeling the details of your breath. The inhale brings a lift through your shoulders and chest. The ribs widen as the belly fills. And the exhale brings a release inward through the shoulders, chest, ribs, and belly. Just witness the ebb and flow of movement as the breath glides in and out. And just feeling the rise and fall without judgment. There is no right or wrong way, just a simple awareness. Feeling relaxed in the front body and supple in the back as it supports you. So beginning at the neck, the cervical spine, moving midway down through the thoracic region, even lower to the lumbar and sacral spine. And feel the breath move through the spine and your back body. And you just might notice that little lift up through the back as you inhale. And that gentle release back down towards the earth as you exhale. Then experiencing a three-dimensional breath in your torso. Feel the front, side, and back body as it fills and expands. As the exhale brings an easy release and a letting go. Filling up and emptying out. Allow the legs and feet to feel heavy and supported, and observe the whole body as it rests. And then feel a three-dimensional breath in your whole being. The body expands out on the inhale and gently retreats back in as you exhale. Full expansive breath in and an easy releasing breath out. And just continue to settle as the breath moves through you with ease and a little grace. Pulling you in other directions, that's okay. That is what the mind loves to do. We pause, we reset, and we come back to a sensation of breath that helps you to ground. This is the practice. There is no judgment, there is no worries. We reset and begin again. Easy breath in and an easy breath out. Allow the breathing to settle into its own natural state while the body is grounded, finding support in your awareness. Just notice where your body is making contact with the earth. And imagine the ground beneath you, deep, vast, unmoving. Feel its presence, solid, stable, and enduring. Many of our mindfulness practices help us to feel more grounded, but let's imagine something simple yet powerful. What if you are the ground? Not sitting on it or lying on it. You are it. You are the wide, steady earth beneath everything. Feel that sense of vastness. A quiet, stable presence stretching in all direction. There is no edge you need to find, no boundary you need to hold. Just openness and support. Allow your body to soften into this state. You are the ground. as the breath continues to flow, maybe it feels as though the breath moves through the earth itself. It's really subtle, slow, and natural. Observing what begins to happen on the surface of the ground. Thoughts always arise, sensations may appear, emotions might bloom into awareness. Visualize each of these as something growing from you, like plants emerging from the soil. A thought appears, perhaps a memory, a worry. See it as a small sprout pushing up through the earth. You don't need to pull it. You don't need to follow it. It simply grows, exists, and eventually fades and changes. Another thought arises, perhaps more vividly, like a blooming flower. Can you just notice its shape, its color, its texture, without needing to name it too much? Remembering you are not the flower, you are the ground from which it grows. Sensations in the body, maybe warmth, tension, or tingling. These too are like grasses or roots moving through the soil. They arise within you, but they do not define you. You do not need to fix it. The ground does not resist what grows from it. It allows, it holds, it remains. The mind is active, that is okay. Can the wandering itself just be another bloom? Notice it and gently return to the sense, I am the ground, stable, unmoving at your core. Even as seasons seem to pass across your surface, thoughts shifting, emotions changing, you remain. There may be moments where many thoughts arise at once, like a field bursting with growth, and there may be moments of stillness, just like open, quiet earth. Both are natural, and neither requires effort. Just let it be as it is. This is the practice. Can you feel the quiet strength in that? Maybe seeing if you can widen your sense of being the ground. The ground is always larger than what appears on it. Nothing that grows can exceed the space that holds it. And gently rest in that spaciousness. weight, feel your breath moving through the chest, ribs, and belly once again. You can still be the ground even here. Still steady, still open, still allowing. I encourage you to carry this with you, the sense that beneath everything that arises, there is a part of you that simply holds, allows, and remains. Maybe finding some subtle movement that feels right and grounding for you. Maybe wiggling fingers or toes. Slow stretch from the head from side to side. Any movement that feels right. And I just have one more little poem. If you are happy where you are, stay lying down or whatever position you're in. And this poem is called Ground by David Whyte. And ground is what lies beneath our feet. It is the place where we already stand, a state of recognition. Ground is what holds and supports us, and it also is what challenges us physically and emotionally. It is the living underlying foundation that tells us what we are, where we are, and what season we are in. To come to ground is to find a home in circumstance, and to find the support and foundation that has been beneath our feet all along. A place to step onto, a place on which to stand, and a place from which to step. Maybe stretching out your arms overhead. Again, maybe some side-to-side movement if you're still lying down. And if you want to finish your practice there, I always encourage that. Or join us in a seated position. Maybe eyes stay shut down or your focus is really soft. What a gift to be with you all today. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Let's bow together. Namaste. Thank you all so much. It's truly a gift to be with you. Let's take some of this with us, right? That groundedness. I think we all might need a little bit of that right now. So let's tap into it. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. But so good to be with you all.